Sunday. Good morning, good morning. So 2 blocks and the blanket. And the blanket is to help you sit up a little taller. And just setting into our practice. And just returning a reminder, if nothing else, because I need it to, honoring the divine presence in all things. Thank you, Pixie Light Horse. Thank you for this bright day. Thank you for putting out the call to come home to you. Help us sing your songs of love and devotion to our understanding of you loud and clear. Help us write the ones which live inside of us, which remain unspoken and unsung. Remind us that they are there because you are there. Let us channel your pure energy so that we can feel you in everything. Show us how to bring it in as often as possible. And let it provide in us reserves for staying fueled for human tasks. Remind us that time spent with you is what recharges us best. And so just coming into your practice, reminded that time spent here is what recharges us best, what sets us back in our own frequency, which finds our way home. Our good strong selves find our own company, find our own sound, this space of vishuddha. Bring your palms together and tune it in, heart high. Honoring the divine presence in all that you are, all that the day holds, and how the divinity in you knows the divinity in all things. And this is what we're saying as we tune in. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me that guides me, heals me, and holds me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me that rises to meet it all, outside and in. 3 times, inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders and roll your wrists and shake it out. Your playlist is 5 vishuddha, and it begins at oceans. So we start there and come to lie down on your back. Palms down beside your hips, tap your feet out. Just make contact, right? Feel the slap of your feet. Tap your heels, wag your tail, loosen your thighs. And then the right hand overhead, palm facing the ceiling, left palm down. And the right hand back down, that's exhale. Left hand overhead, inhale, reaching. And exhale down. We just continue just like that, so simple. Feel the hand overhead making a little lift of the shoulders and how that draws the breath more fully into that side of your body. Good. Nice and simple, just feeling into the joints. One more. And turn your palms open and relax your arms. Feel the collarbones just seeming to break open from the throat down into the hands. And that's simple. Just roll over, hands and knees, and go right into your cat-cow, rounding of the back. Rolling through the spine. Tuck of the tail to drop your head. Lift of the tail to lift the throat. And you work right there. And then turn your right thumb forward and turn your left thumb forward so your fingers point away from one another. Good. And ever so slightly quicker. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Turn your fingertips to point forward. Draw your knee into your chest. Right leg back and right knee in. So you're beginning to swing through the hinge of your hip. The thigh is sending the breath out of the right side chest. Knee outside of your shoulder, cross it to the left. So inhale as your foot goes back, exhale as knee comes to shoulder. Good. And step your right foot wide to the right. Right heel in line with your hip. Come to fingertips. And slide your hips back towards your heel. Open the arms and the fingers. Inhaling, rising up, broadening your chest and rounding back. Go one more time. As you go back, a little bit side to side, feeling through the full footprint of the right side. The outer ankle, the inner hip, the inner knee. To rise, right foot outside of the right hand. A block underneath your left hand. And a big reverse circle. Open your chest. Letting your hips move forward and back. Good. Keep your right arm beside your right ear. Let your hips move forward. Let your hips move back. Right knee staying bent. Lift your left knee off the floor. Turn your right rib over your left rib. Lift your left hip as you bend your right knee. Turn your right palm down towards the floor and draw your shoulder back towards your heel. And then sit down. Block to the right side and cat-cow, rounding and releasing. And just start there, moving through your body. Draw the left knee into your chest as you round and send it back as you arch. And left knee outside of your shoulder and cross to the right. And step your left foot wide to the left. onto your fingertips. Shift your weight back and start to feel through the sole of your left foot, the inner knee, the inner hip, arms out long. Rising up. Folding back. And a little side to side. A little side to side. Coming up, left foot outside of the left hand, turn your toes out. Block under the right hand. And a big reverse circle. The hips move forward and back. Taking the time to make space under your skin. All the layers between the ribs and the lungs. The hips and the heels. Left arm beside your left ear, moving forward and back. Gaining entry into an area a little deeper, a little further than the surface we're used to. Lift your right knee. Turning the navel, turning the gaze. The left palm spins to face down. And then setting down. If you need to pad your knees here, then set yourself up, because we'll rise up onto the knees in a moment. Child's pose. Arms out long. And lifting up onto your knees, sweep wide, hands up high, thumbs pointing back. Widen down and bring the backs of your hands to your spine, folding. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, folding down. Inhale up. And down. So rising up, folding down. The next time you rise, only the right hand. Thumb points back. And now look to the left. Left hand up. And look to the right. And right hand. And fold. Left hand. Look right. Hands a little higher up the spine. One more each time. Look left. Left hand. Look right. Good. Down dog. Arms long, chest broad. Feel the space below your jaw, between your shoulders, the back of the neck lengthening. Knees are soft. Let your arms extend just a slight bit more. Thumbs down, armpits rolling toward the heart. And fold your blanket in half, setting it aside. Walk your feet to your hands and your hands to your hips. Bend your knees, sit down to stand up. Stand tall, letting all of it just pass through you, pass out of you. Sweep wide. Good, good, good. Keep your hands up high, step your left foot back. Right hand wide, turn your right thumb down, take the back of your hand to your spine and lift your gaze. Hinge at the hip, front knee is softly bent as needed. And left hand to the floor, a block if you need it, 2 blocks if you need it. So that when you press the left hand down and away, you can swing your hips towards the left, finding the center line. From there, lift your left hand, thumb points back, inhale up, opening the left side, and then folding down. Turn your navel right and stay square through the spine. Inhale up. And fold. And rise. Strong in the legs. And fold. And stay by lifting the hips so slightly, tipping the tail towards the sky, lengthen through the backs of your legs and press your feet into the floor. And as you strengthen the base, let the spine and the chest become effortless, widening and lengthening the back of the neck. So put the work in your legs and put the ease in the chest. To bend the right knee, left hand to hip, stepping up. And let it through, let it be done. Notice the right side, the left side. And the right foot steps back, and the right hand comes high. Left hand wide, thumb down, back of the hand to your spine. And then a soft left knee to come forward. Set yourself up. A block for the floor. Hip swing to the right, left hip back, drop your head, and there's our base. Right hand to rise. Inhaling, lift up. And then exhaling, reach out, navel turns left. You're building your strength, your purpose. So that when we feel shaken up, uncertain, come into the legs. This great connection through the feet. One more. Rising up, you're building strength between the legs and the upper body. Strengthening the back. Fold. And keep that. Hip swing right. And firm the hips by lifting your tail. Lengthen from the back of the knee to the back of the hip. Drop your head. Press into the feet. And from the strength of the legs, open the chest. Bend the left knee, right foot steps up, standing tall. Let it go. And it passes through you. You're clearer for it. The left foot steps back. Bend the front knee, warrior one legs, hands reach forward, out of the back heel. And then hands down, inhaling up. Exhale, reach. Let all the indecision or worry or hesitancy, see if you can find a different shape for yourself and those concerns fall into your feet. Rising up. Right? Reaching straight out of the heel. Now only the right hand down. Bring your left hand higher. Draw the hands apart. Like a declaration. Inhaling and exhaling. The back leg growing so strong. Left heel to the floor. Stay. Now draw your ribs back and your navel back and your heart back. And the legs stay strong. And the shoulders open because the work is done in the legs. Turn your navel to the right. Soften your chest and open through the fingertips. And then step up and let it go. That from the navel to the feet we go down, and from the heart to the mind we go up. And the right foot steps back. And the left knee bends, sweeping forward, inhaling. And exhale down. Feel into it. Where does it need more attention? Strong in the back leg. Keep that and let it lift you back up. Chest is broad, heart is high. Now only the left hand comes down, and draw your hands apart, turning your navel left. Keep all of it and reach forward. And then stand up straight. And again, inhale, reaching out. And setting down. Keep your left hand high as you reach up. Stay. Draw your navel back and your ribs back and your heart back. Put the work in your legs and soften your chest and your throat. That your arms and your hands are open and receptive. And that the legs are plugged in, navel turning left. And step up and let it through. Knees bend, fold down, soften. Step back, downward facing dog. Notice the changes in your legs and give yourself time. Tail tips up, knees soft, arms open. Hands and knees to turn right over on your back. Right hand overhead. And as you bring your right hand down, turn to the left. Left hand overhead. Turn to the right. Right hand overhead, lift your hips. And right hand down, look left. Left hand up. And look right. Continuing right hand and hips. And down, looking left. Left hand, lift your hips. And down, looking right. And right hand, hips. Down, look left. One more time, left hand up, hips up. And down. And in this position, turn your palms open, relax your body, your face. And then turn it right over. Find your downward facing dog. And with each series of movements, just feeling the change that you find in your dog. It's as though the backs of my legs and my calves are widening, that they become more accessible, like little wooden shutters inside are opening out. Then walk your feet to your hands. And sitting down, walk your hands back with your fingertips pointing towards your hips. A little wag of the tail. Wrap your elbows in and press your hands down to lift your chest. And then bend your elbows wide. Wrap your elbows in, press down to rise up. Bend your elbows. And come up. So from this base of elbows in, collarbones broad, lift your hips and rock forward an inch and back. And lift your hips. And rock forward and come back and lift up. One more, a little forward, a little back, and stay tall for 3. Follow the line along the ceiling to where it meets the wall, down and out the back of your head. Down and out into the hands. The hips come high, standing your feet. And a tuck of the chin as you roll your way down, bending the elbows. Sit up tall, legs long, heart high, hands by the hips. Bend your right knee and wrap your left arm around to turn to the right. And release to turn to the left. So we'll continue. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Inhale, center, exhale, left. And just rinse through your spine. One more each side. And then sitting tall. Hands behind you. Bring your feet together. Cobbler. Press your outer knees down. Sit your heart high. And then float into boat. On your tail, reaching out. Sitting tall, heels together, cobbler. Press your heels wide. And then soles of the feet together, outer knees pressed down. And staff pose. There's our flow. Add your breath. Exhale, cobbler. Exhale, boat. To cobbler. Wide legs. Cobbler. To staff. To cobbler. To boat. Knees to your shoulders. And extend. Inhale, knees in. Exhale, press out. One more. To rise. Cobbler. And heels wide. Heart up. Seat back, spine flat. Maybe hands in front. Fingers or palms or forearms. Keep drawing your heart forward, the back of your neck long. Rise up. Soles of the feet together. Outer knees press wide. Heart up. And the legs out long and heart high. And then build your cross-legged seat. And pause your playlist right where it is. And sitting tall. So the physical body is prepared with the knees wide, the pelvis stable, the spine tall, the heart up, the chin lightly in. And so into this, it's as though we've built an instrument. And we put sound through the instrument. First we clear with the sound of E, and that will be 7 to 8 counts E, and then a 6 count inhale. So breathing in. Use the sound to clarify your posture. Shoulders back, heart up. 2 more. Inhale. And then notice. And from this clearing now we make sound, this repetition of hum, H-A-M, again and again, running through us as though starting the engine of our expression. So we're simply comfortable with the sound moving through us and how it gathers and ignites right at the throat, the base of the neck, right up to the roof of the mouth and the base of the diaphragm. Hum, 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 5, hum, 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 and pause. Feel your own sound, the greatest remedy for the upheaval around you or within you, your own sound. And come to stand. Start your playlist at nature. And on standing, hips slightly wider. Settle into your feet, knees are soft. Feel that foundation. Thumbs are at the top of your sternum. As you extend your arms, you're out 60 degrees, and then your thumbs lead your chin, exhaling down and inhaling up. A great gesture of devotion. Close your eyes and feel it move through your body, all the way to your feet. It's a great movement of thanks and praise and reverence. Take your time, 2 minutes right here. hands up high, 3 sips in. Heart up, chin in, draw your attention up your spine. Top of the head, a little wriggle. Draw it up, draw it up. And then chin up, breath out, hands down. And bring yourself to a cross-legged seat. Bring what you've made. Let it be beautiful, bright. Turn your palms open, sitting tall. Turning to the left. Hey girl, turning right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Good. So we go right there. Or as your shoulders are ready, arms go straight out. Turn your palms open and your thumbs back. In left, out right. Center, hands up, inhale, 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, stay tall. Lift the pelvic floor and trace the attention up, up, up to the spine, to the crown of the head. Chin up, breath out, elbows down, palms open, let it through you. And turn your palms down. Loosen your shoulders. Left up, down, right, down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hey, 6. And just close your eyes and let it loosen. All the worries, all the cares. Drop it off. So that what is so ready to sustain you and support you, let it through. Exhale. Come to kneeling. Set a block between your heels. Hands on your thighs. Kind of whisper of ha. Close your mouth, out the nose. And as you find this breath, sink your seat, tuck your tail back a little bit. Navel into the body, heart comes up, arms come out. So shoulders over hips is modified. As you're ready, arms straight, draw your shoulders back until your shoulders are just behind your toes. Sit deeply into the seat. The heart comes up, the arms extend, turn your thumbs up, turn your thumbs away, and let that open all the way up underneath your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Steady breath, slight leaning back. Upright. Inhale. Hands high, 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, stay steady. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift your attention up your spine, right to the top of your head, right out the fingertips. And then bend your elbows, hands down, release the breath. Feel. Getting more and more familiar with that sensation inside of you, the divinity in all things. Let it through. And set your block and blanket aside and come to lie down on your back. Imagine how different the words we would use now would be. I can tell you the words in my mind to myself have sweetened. Opening the throat, opening the tone of voice, and right hand overhead, just as we began, and then down, and left hand, and down. Right hand overhead, right leg low, and bring it back. Left hand overhead, left leg straight. And bring it back and continue. Inhale as you reach out. Exhale as you come back. Inhale as you reach out. Exhale as you come back. Good. Now you may continue there or put your hands to your shins. As you hold the shin in the center, let the other side open. Center and open. Exhale and inhale. Anchor the navel as though there was a belt across your waist drawing down into the ground. And from that great stable place, move out and back in. And then 2 feet down, 2 hands down. Let it run through you. All the light around your navel, your ability to transform your experiences, to digest them. All the light around your chest, to find your purpose. Give it meaning. And the light around your throat and the way you describe it. The way you express it. Let your life force all through your body. And bring your knees into your chest. Shake out your feet. Wag your tail, little roll, whatever you need to release the hips and the legs. To roll up into a staff pose, legs out long. Hands behind you, fingertips pointing in. Shake out your feet and your knees. Widen your elbows and then gather them in and the heart comes up. And again, widen your elbows and gather them in. Now, if this posture doesn't work for you, put your blocks, one under the back of your chest, one under the back of your head, and lie back. And be supported here. So a block under the back of your head or your head back. Or elbows are bent. Elbows wrap in, heart comes up, seat goes down, put it all together. Begin to deepen and smooth your breathing. 4 counts in, 4 counts out, or 6 counts in, 6 counts out. And the chin begins to rise as the chest opens and the seat deepens. Eventually the back of the head falls back. And the breath stays full and free. So micro movements as you need to explore. Any old neck injuries, be mindful. Keep the chin lower if needed and just feel the breath. Keep the chest broad, the hands behind you. Just deepen the breath wherever you can go. Feeling how powerful our expression is. How much current can move through this space. Walking yourself up, you'll bend your elbows, drop into your seat, hands come forward, take your time. Lift the chin softly and lower the chin softly. And just pause tall, hands on thighs, feel your body. Finish out, bring it back into the belly. Digest what we've done. So kneeling, a blanket beneath your shins, a block between your heels, or if it's appropriate, sit in a chair. A little forward and a little back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Work there or hold opposite wrists or hands overhead. So really sit down into the seat, and on the exhale you're engaging those low transverse abdominal muscles that you woke up when you did that cobbler boat flow. So move from the base and let the shoulders be easy and long. As you come forward, inhale into the chest. As you exhale, empty the navel to the spine. And begin to feel that interplay, heart and navel. Expanse, empty. As though you were tossed up into the air, how vast it is. And then you are caught and held. How soothing it is. And then on the inhale, your attention to the top of the head. On the exhale, down to the base of your spine. And move between those 2 points. A line or a bead of light moving through your spine. Moving through that channel of energy right down the middle of your body. Crown, tail, crown, tail. A little smaller. The gesture smaller, but the attention is bigger. And then pause upright, lift your chin, 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, reaching. And chin up, elbows down. Sitting tall, notice all that you've made. And either staying here or settling immediately into your shavasana. Feeling the space of your throat, your collarbones, the back of the neck. Feel this broad like a collar of light. Honoring the divinity of what you are here to express. What you're here to receive. Deepening your breathing. Bringing yourself slowly, wisely to your cross-legged seat. And concluding with our 5 ohms, letting the sound wash through us. Now that we are clear, and it is clear, the sound of all things. Sitting tall. A is in the belly, U is in the chest, M is in the head. Hmm. 5 times. Inhale. Be still. Let this frequency be clear and strong through your body, through your blood, through your words, through your choices. Trust this. Let this be the song you sing into today. Sweep your hands wide and high. Bring your palms together, thumbs to the forehead, center. I bow to this great sound within myself. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Nam. Sat Nam, loves. Thank you for your practice, for your time. As you watch, as you replay, as you take this with you wherever you go, in the comments, let me know what form serves you best as we design what's ahead of us for the fall. I have a small group I'm working with for real transformation, to build the practice that allows us to do the practices that we want to do. A reconnection with something deeper. If you want to be a part of that group, it's called Ownership. It will go on for 3 weekends through the fall. Zoom version and a local version. marthamcalpin.com/ownership. Fill out the form, let me know you're interested. And if you only have a little bit of time, but you know that the practice serves even in its lightest touch, and you say, please make shorter, smaller practices, let me know. Writing exercises, let me know. My goal is to make this available and useful, and for you. Have a wonderful week. I'll be back tomorrow, Monday at noon. Sat Nam.